Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are going to be ranking the top 10 best attainable power forwards currently in NBA 2K25 MyTEAM. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 50,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, multiple videos a day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. We'll start off with the number 10 spot, which is going to be Miles Turner. I'm not the biggest fan of this Miles Turner card because I just don't think his jumper's that great. Otherwise, he's awesome. 6'11 with a 7'4 wingspan, 99 stats across the board, nearly every single Hall of Fame badge. Garland dribble style, Kemba escape, Trey behind the back, Pro 2 fade. I just don't love his jumper at this point in the year. I find it a bit slow, a bit easy to contest. It's not my favorite. So for me personally, despite all the good, I do have him towards the bottom because I think jump shot is one of the most important things that a card can have. And Miles Turner, I just don't like his very much. Moving on to the number 9 spot, very similar card in Joel Embiid. Embiid is a little higher than Miles, mostly because he's a bit bigger, 7'4" with 7'5" wingspan. Player build's a little bit bigger as well, but he doesn't even have the movement, to be honest, that Miles Turner has. He's got Pro 2 fade as well. He's got his own release on very quick, which is pretty similar, I would say, to Miles Turner's. Not a horrific jumper, but not elite at this point in the year. And the reason that I probably honestly have him a little bit higher than Miles Turner is simply just because he's a little bit bigger than Miles Turner, is the biggest thing that I feel like he provides on the court. So defensively, he's going to give me a little bit more than Miles Turner is when it comes to guarding some of these glitchy big men at this point in the year. But that again is just my opinion. So moving on to the number 8 spot is this brand new Bob Lanier. This Dark Matter Bob's actually pretty good. 6'11", 7'3" wingspan. Another card who's got, besides the 3-ball rating, pretty close to 100 overall stats and good badges all the way around. He's got good shooting badges even, which is nice. Jumper looks like it's money. Pro 2 fade, Garland, Trey. Has nice animations, has got Pro 2 fade, has got a money jumper. He looks to be a better version of a guy like Miles Turner because similar to Miles Turner, he's got very similar size. He's got some shot creation, but what he also has is an elite level jump shot to go with it. So to me, Bob Lanier looks like the best of the bunch so far, mainly because of his jump shot. Another card that I liked a good amount when I tried him out this past weekend was 100 overall Kwame Brown. 6'11" with a 7'11" wingspan. He's got, or sorry, 7'1" wingspan. I wish it was a 7'11" wingspan, but point being, all 99 stats, again, pretty much every single key Hall of Fame badge or nearly every single one. And then the nice part about Kwame, Kobe base, Oscar upper, very quick, Pro 2, Kemba Trey, Booker dribble style isn't as good, but at least he's still got the escape behind the back. He's got the Pro 2, he's got a nice jump shot. He's a good, versatile, really well-rounded card with extremely elite stats and badges, of course, as well. And to me, he's a really nice option. I think he's one of those guys who's probably a little more overlooked out of the recent power forwards that have dropped, but I do think Kwame's a very good card. Moving on to the number 6 spot, mostly because of size and speed, is Kareem AbdulJabbar's Dark Matter. He's not as good of a shooter as literally anybody else we've put on the list so far, but he is 7'2" with an afro that makes him look maybe even taller than that. 7'5" wingspan with 96 speed, amazing defense, amazing finishing. When it comes to the interior ability and the athleticism, he is absolutely on the level of any 100 overall, invincible, all that type of stuff in the game because of his size, his speed, and his versatility on the inside. The only flaw this card really has is that I do think overall he's a bit limited when it comes to shot making ability. Only a 79 3-ball, a jumper that isn't spectacular with his own jumper on very quick, and SIGs that are kind of mid as well. There are things to nitpick and criticize about Kareem, absolutely. He does have maybe more noticeable flaws than some of the other cards on this list, but I also think his highs in terms of his size and his athletic ability and switchability and things of that nature are also more valuable than a lot of cards on this list. So to me, he's an easy option to put at number 6. Number 5, it's going to be Michael Aloacondi. This card is an absolute stud. I've talked about him a bunch since he came out. 7 foot with a 7'8" wingspan, 92 speed, 95 standing and driving, 95 interior, 97 block. He's got the elite stats and the elite badges that you're looking for a power forward, even though he is only a Galaxy Opal. But the really nice part about this card, his jumper is absolutely elite. He's got Pro 2, he's got Kemba, which is pretty good. Even normal behind the back isn't that bad. It's better behind the back than a lot of these cards that don't have like Trey behind the back have. Rush dribble style again isn't the worst. I mean, look, the movement isn't spectacular, but it's better than some of the cards in this list. And he's got Pro 2, he's got an elite jump shot. He's 7 foot with a 7'8" wingspan. Looks pretty darn similar to like a Shaq or a Wilt out there in terms of the player build. He's a big, lanky, versatile big man who's also got an elite level jump shot and got some movement to him as well. I think he's a stud. I think he's one of the better Galaxy Opals in all of my team, period. And for me, he is a top option at the power forwards position for an attainable card. Certainly for his price point, he is easily the top option that you can get for super cheap. Moving on to the number 4 spot, though, is this 100 overall KarlAnthony Towns, who legitimately looks good. 6'11", 7'3" wingspan, a very, very well-rounded stats and badges, of course, as well. He looks, I mean, like a better version. Well, okay, you know what? He doesn't have the 6 that I thought he had. I'm wrong. Peyton Pritchard, LaMarcus Aldridge base, Pro 2. But doesn't have the 6. I thought he had better 6 than that. I was wrong. Okay, well, I'm going to knock you down a few spots then. I'm sorry. KarlAnthony Towns, you are getting knocked down several spots because lack of SIGs are going to hold him back significantly. He's got okay size, and he's got a good-looking jumper in Pro 2 Fade, but lack of SIGs knock him down a lot. I thought he had Garland and a couple other SIGs, but apparently he does not. I was wrong about that one. That's my mistake. I probably should have checked that before I started recording. But he gets knocked down a few spots because of that, because as is, without the movement, he's really just a pretty standard 6'11" power forward at this point in the year. Not a card that I look at in a spectacular light. Now, speaking of 6'11" power forwards with awesome SIGs, Tim Duncan is going to be our number 3 option. I get that he's not attainable anymore, but if you played during season 6, you should have gotten this card. Like he was attainable for a long time for a lot of people, and I do consider him still a guy you should be including on a list like this. 6'11", 7'3" wingspan. He's basically KarlAnthony Towns sized, and he's got very similar stats and badges, but he's got Garland dribble style, Kimba escape, tray behind the back, Pro 2 fade, elite level jump shot as well. He's like a better version of a Kwame Brown, and I think he's really, really good. I do still think he does deserve a top 3 spot. His animations are still awesome. His jumper is super nice, and I think he's a great card still. Definitely for me, I have no issues putting him as a top 3 attainable power forward on this list. Number 2 is going to be Greg Oden. Legit 7-footer, big player build, fast jumper, pretty good movement, 7 foot with a 7'4" wingspan. The stats and the badges are very, very good, of course, as you would expect on a 100 overall, but he's got Kemba, he's got Trey, he's got Pro 2, he's got a very good jumper. He's got D-book dribble style again. He's like a bigger, better version of a Kwame Brown, though, in my opinion. Very similar in terms of movement. Nice, fast jumper, a big, versatile, athletic power forward as well. He's got the size to really compete against the big men, kind of like Aloacondi, where he looks a little bigger than 7 foot in terms of the player build. Odin, for a couple of years, has always had a very large player build for a 7-footer, and I think he's a very, very good card at the power forward position. One of the more slept on cards from this past weekend's drop, and I think he's a really good option. I have no issues at all with him at the number 2 spot. But at number 1 for me personally is going to be Dikembe Mutombo. He's just a bigger, better version of Kareem AbdulJabbar. He's he's about the same sized version, but better than Kareem AbdulJabbar. He's got the incredible defense, he's got the incredible finishing, he's got good enough speed. But what he has is an elite level jump shot to boot as a 7'2" guy. Dwight Powell base, Alex Lynn upper on very quick. Rush dribble style, KD escape. It's not spectacular movement, I know, but he's 7'2" with a 7'7" wingspan, has an absolutely spectacular jump shot, and his defense is incredible too. I think he is the best attainable power forward in my team right now. SIGs aren't everything, especially when you got the size and the jump shot like Dikembe Mutombo has, and I think he is pretty easily the best attainable power forward in my team right now, especially considering you can get him for free now from this NBA Draft Festival. So with that being said, that is going to do it for today's video. I hope y'all did enjoy. Let me know what y'all think of my list in the comment section down below. If you did enjoy the video, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.